If you want a car you actually own, not a subscription, not a data collector, and not a vehicle that needs dealer software to fix, this video is the buying checklist for you. I will name the exact model years mechanics still buy for themselves, explain the technical reasons they last, and give you a simple step-by-step checklist to verify any used car in under 15 minutes. Using Consumer Reports' long-term reliability trends, iSeeCars depreciation analysis, J.D. Power dependability signals, and NHTSA complaint records, I built a short practical list I call the Real Ownership List, the only cars that are still 100% yours to fix. At the end, you will have a printable buyer checklist you can use to walk into a private sale or auction and leave with a vehicle you can maintain in your own driveway. If you are a do-it-yourselfer, a mechanic, or someone who hates being locked into dealer-only repairs, hit subscribe now. This channel gives you the receipts before you ever step on a lot. Over the last decade, manufacturers layered software, telematics, and proprietary control modules onto vehicles. VIN locked parts, subscription features, battery management systems, and dealer-only flashing procedures now block ordinary repairs. The result is higher repair bills, faster depreciation on locked vehicles, and shrinking parts availability for certain modern components. That makes the real ownership vehicles, cars designed before the subscription economy, incredibly valuable. There are 4 technical traits that make a vehicle truly repairable by an owner or independent shop. When a car has most of these traits, mechanics keep buying them. First, mechanical controls and analog interfaces instead of touchscreen dependencies. If a small part fails, you can replace it without reprogramming a multi-million-dollar infotainment module. Second, simple, robust powertrains. Cast iron or heavy aluminum blocks, timing chains instead of fragile interference belts, and conventional automatic transmissions with physical linkages. These are fixable at the parts store. Third, readable diagnostics via OBD2 with no VIN locked components that require dealer authorization to register a part. If an OBD2 reader reports a code, you can fix it. Fourth, wide aftermarket and junkyard parts availability. Fleet platforms and high production engines mean cheap parts and ready supply. If you keep those 4 traits in mind, you will avoid the models that force you into the dealer service lane. Now the list: 5 families of vehicles that meet these criteria and remain practical, repairable, and honest buys. Number 1, the Toyota Camry, from the late 1990s through the early 2000s, roughly from 1997 to 2006. Mechanics love these for a reason: simple, highly robust 4-cylinder engines, and on many trims, timing chains instead of vulnerable belts. Consumer Reports consistently ranks these years high for long-term reliability, and iSeeCars shows many private party listings from $3,000 to $8,000. Look for clean maintenance records and check for rust around the wheel wells, but otherwise these are textbook long-life sedans. Number 2, the Honda Accord, late 1990s into the mid-2000s, from 1998 to 2006. The Accord's K-Series and related engines are legendary for longevity, and their transmissions are straightforward. J.D. Power and Consumer Reports both show strong dependability for these model years. When you inspect one, watch for valve cover leaks and emissions components, because these cars are overwhelmingly DIY friendly and have huge aftermarket support. Number 3, the Ford Panther platform, the Crown Victoria, the Mercury Grand Marquis, and the Lincoln Town Car, model years from the late 1990s through the 2000s. These cars were built for police and taxi fleets, so they are body on frame, engineered to be serviceable, and packed with simple V8 engines that tolerate heavy stress. Fleet support means parts are everywhere and inexpensive. If you want a full-size sedan that is easy to work on and absurdly durable, a well-kept Panther platform car is a top pick. Number 4, Chevrolet and GMC half-ton trucks with the 5.3-liter Vortec VAV 8, built before 2007. Think from 1999 to 2006, the era before active fuel management. Avoid active fuel management cylinder deactivation systems that came later because they are associated with long-term reliability headaches. The older Vortec Vive 8 engines are robust and common, and they have massive aftermarket support. That makes these trucks easy and inexpensive to maintain. Number 5. Certain Toyota Tacoma years, typically mid-1990s through the early 2000s, depending on engine choice. Older Tacomas with the proven 4-cylinder or early V6 engines are simple, reliable, and widely supported. They hold value, and if you find a clean one in the right year range, it's a perfect combination of longevity and repairability. Those 5 families cover most buyer needs: economical, long-lasting sedans, heavy-duty fleet sedans, and rugged repairable trucks. They all share the traits we discussed: analog controls, robust engines, readable OBD2 diagnostics, and abundant parts. Now the buyer checklist. When you find a candidate, run these 5 fast checks. Each step is quick and can save you thousands. 1. VIN and history check. Run a vehicle history report and an NHTSA recall search on the VIN. Make sure recalls are addressed and there are not repeated major incidents. 2. OBD2 scan. Bring a basic OBD2 reader or ask the seller to plug one in. Make sure to check that there are no persistent codes and that the ECU accepts a basic scan without dealer registration errors. 3rd, visual inspection for hacked or aftermarket modules. Look for crude modern fixes like glued screens or control modules installed in odd locations, which can be red flags for modern electronic problems. 4th, parts availability test. Search for common replacement parts, headlights, alternators, and engine control modules on major parts sites and junkyard listings. If parts are rare or outrageously priced, move on. 5th, a short professional inspection. Pay for a 30-minute independent mechanic's pre-purchase inspection. It's cheap insurance compared to surprise repairs. Buying these real ownership vehicles isn't a downgrade. It's a rational, financially superior choice. You avoid subscription lockouts, keep control of repairs, maintain resale value, and dramatically lower your total cost of ownership. Vehicles that remain fully repairable do not sink in value as fast as locked, software-dependent cars. They hold their resale value, and they are cheaper to keep on the road. One more thing worth mentioning. Supporting independent mechanics and sustaining a parts ecosystem keeps the market healthy for all of us. When you choose repairable models, you not only save money, you support local shops and aftermarket suppliers who keep prices down and innovation practical. That network is part of what makes ownership affordable long-term. It is not just the car, it is the entire maintenance economy. Drop the make and year you are looking at in the comments, and I will pull the receipts for that specific year. I will tell you if it is a keep, a maybe, or an avoid. If this video helped, please hit like, share it with someone who is car shopping, and subscribe. Then tap the bell so you do not miss our weekly evidence-backed buying guides.